Hi, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
Did you get a chance to look at Hassan's report card?
Yeah.
Did you have any questions?
I just wondering the Hassan is how to speak English and Hassan interacting with his classmate.
Yeah, she's doing really well. She really tries hard. She's very focused. Like she does her work. She does a great job on her work. She knows her letters. She's learning how to use the letter sounds to write words. She always speaks English in class, so there's never a she does talk in Korean. So she talks in English all the time. So her English is really good. She talks to her friends in English. She gets along with everybody. I really don't have any concerns. No, I think I'm not worried about her. I think she's going to do well. She has a very strong personality.
Yeah.
So if she wants to do something, she's going to do it.
Yeah, right. I worried about that. Is time done? She doesn't want to finish that activity, so
I saw a little bit of that in the beginning, but then I think she got used to it. So now she listens and she knows it's time to clean up.
Oh.
Like you're very stubborn, you know?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like she doesn't she'll like look at me and say, "I'm not done." And I'm like, "Well, you can finish it later." So then she learned that I'm like, I take it away. I'm like, "Do you want to finish it?" And then she can finish it later. So she's gotten better. We don't have any problems with Hassan.
I'm relieved.
She's very smart, very good girl. Yeah, we have no concerns. Do you have any other questions?
I want to support something for the task or study.
I like to help her at
Yeah,
home. So I always say, Hassan likes to draw, right?
Yeah.
So when she draws, she can write the word next to it. So if she, like draws a cat, she can write the CAT. And so that kind of, she's using what she's learning. So like she hears cat, C, and then she'll write it. So I think those little things will help her practice. Even in Korean, if you read a Korean book, ask her, what was the story about? And just have her say like what the story is about. So, because that's what we do in class. We read a book and I ask her, what happened? What happened in the story? I think that will help too. You can always message us if you have any other questions
Oh,
or
yes. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
thank you for meeting with us.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. She doesn't know alphabet something, so
Yes, it seems it's harder for her. It doesn't come easy to her. So what I need her to do is like participate with the class, because if she doesn't know, she'll be like, she won't try. She's very stubborn. So she's working on that, and I'm trying to bring that out of her because it's harder for her to learn her letters and her sounds if she's not trying. So I try to remind her, and she's able to do it like in smaller groups. In smaller groups, then she can remember her sounds, but we have to, sit with her to be able to do it. So I want her to be more independent, showing her the letters and the sounds like she's doing for her homework. Does she do her homework at after school?
no. We have a twin girls. Yeah,
Yes.
Haim and Hassan.
Yeah.
Hassan is already know all the alphabet and sound, but Haim doesn't know that.
She will get it, but it's harder for some kids than other kids. Hello, girls. It's harder for some kids, so she just has to work at it a little more. So she has to remember to participate in class. So when I'm doing the foundation, she has to do it with me. So just remind her, like, you have to try. The teacher said you have to try, and like, I know it's hard, and I tell her, I know it's hard, but we're going to do this together. We're going to work together. So it's hard to compare, like you have the two and you compare them, but they're different.
Yeah. How to support her in the house?
Are you on the Google Classroom?
Yeah.
On the Google Classroom, it has in the foundations part, it has like the pictures of all the letters, the letter cards. So you can have her do like A, apple, A, B, bat, B. Maybe like every day, like go through the letters so she can remember them, or even show her a letter and be like, what letter is this? Like you can write it down. Like, what letter do you see? And ask her, what sound does it make? Make it like a game to help her, to support her. Did you have the other questions from her report card or other concerns?
Does she cry easily in the classroom?
Not really. Maybe in the beginning of the year, but not now.
Oh.
Does she cry easily at home?
Yeah.
She's doing well. She's making progress, but we're just going to work a little harder. And that's why I take her and I work with her in a small group to do those letters and the sounds. So she'll get it. She just has to try. You have to
Thank
do
you.
a little push, but you're going to try.
Hi guys.
Hi, how are you?
Did you guys have the chance to look over Hajun's report card yet?
Yeah.
Yes.
Did you guys have any like specific questions?
Does Hajun follow the rule about the class?
Hajun has like I think like the brightest personality and like most bubbliest personality in the class. Like he is so lovable. Like he's so cute and so sweet. He does have a harder time and it comes out of like he has like pure excitement for everything. Like everything is so exciting to him and he has like the happiest personality ever. He does have a harder time following the rules, but I don't feel like he does it like in any mean ways. Like he just gets so excited to like see his classmates and he'll get a little chatty or he'll get so excited like to earn a sticker. So these are like all like positive things, almost like kind of like throw him off task. Like he'll see like, oh, I love writing and we're going to write about animals today. And he'll get so excited and he'll want to tell me like 50 million things about animals. And then like he needs like a lot of like prompting to say like, okay, Hajun, you're going to write this one page. And then I'll have him come back and show me the work. And right now he needs like motivation to complete his work. So I'll tell him like, okay, you go do a page of that. And I'll give you like, he likes the gemstone stickers. He does sometimes tend to get emotional. So like if I don't get to call his hand right away, I try to like, because there's 25 students in the class, so I'll try to call like on different students. And sometimes it's like the end of the world to him. Like if he doesn't get to like share his thinking, like he'll get very upset. But he is able to quickly get out of it. So like if he does cry, like he's able to come out quickly from that. But he's very smart. I don't have like any like concerns like that he can't do things. I think he's very smart. I think sometimes he's just maybe not focused or like doesn't like the task that much.
Yeah.
He loves to do his work too. He just gets, I think because there's so much in the classroom, like so many friends to talk to, I think he tends to get a little distracted.
Yeah, it seems like he just walks around in the classroom during class. So I just worry about that.
Because he was kindergarten, he's very around in the classroom. It's every day, every time. So we worried about that.
He will sit at his table, but he does tend to walk around too. I tried my best to motivate him to like stay seated, but I think like with Hajun, like he's just so loving and like he loves all his classmates that it comes from like a place of like, oh, I want to see what you're working on. I want to see this. Like he's very sweet natured. But I can, if something like having him sit is something like you guys are working on at home, I can maybe try with a timer and have him, if he can sit for like a certain amount of time, like I can give him a reward, let him earn the gems. What is like a reasonable time that you have in your mind for him to be able to sit and like stay with a task?
If he focus something on task, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, yeah, he can make it.
Okay.
Yeah, but
So we can start with like 20 and see how he does. I can try it with a timer for him. He likes the timers.
Yeah.
And he looked so cute on Halloween. I loved his little minion costume. He was adorable.
thank you.
I have one more question. When he wrote something, he wrote wrong sentence. Another friend is also doing that.
Are you talking about like spelling?
Yeah, spelling. Yeah.
Or sentence. Or...
So
Make a
we
sentence.
have them spell like how they hear. So like a lot of like the sounds that we're working on, we haven't done in foundations. We'll do like vowel teams. We'll do R controlled vowels. They haven't learned a lot of those yet. So right now, sometimes their spelling does look a little off because like we're teaching them to spell like how they hear the sound. So I don't always correct their spelling until they learn more of those spelling rules. But it's a lot. We're all across the whole grade and even like kindergarten first, they're spelling more phonetically. So how they hear it. So yeah, I wouldn't say his writing stands out. Like he doesn't need a lot more support than other students. Writing in general, I always say, is hard in first grade because it's a blank canvas. They have to think of an idea, they have to write it, they have to think how to spell. So like the whole class does need like more growth in writing, but Hajun is not like lower than other students. He's pretty much like where he needs to be.
Yeah, we don't have any question.
Okay.
Thank
All right,
you.
you guys have a great evening.
Thank you. Have a good
You
night.
too.
저희 자녀들은 뉴욕 퀸즈 지역의 학교를 다니고 있습니다. 아들은 퍼스트 그레이드, 딸둥이는 킨더가든입니다. 학부모 상담 시간은 아이 한 명당 10분이었으며 성적표를 먼저 공유 후 상담이 이루어집니다. 영상을 끝까지 봐주셔서 대단히 감사합니다.